Welcome back to the podcast, day number 18 of Appalachian Trail Summer 2025. Today is a day off. I am sitting here this morning in the van working on my third cup of glorious coffee, and I have started the process of going through all of my gear, making sure I have everything that I need to go through the whites, to stay at the huts, to stay at any campsites I'm scheduled or not scheduled, but want to stay at. And that is what I am working on this morning, this day off. I just plan on chilling out, recovering, and getting ready for the push ahead through the White Mountains of New Hampshire. We have already started the Whites by going up and over Mount Moosilauke. But what I am getting ready to go over with you guys is a 91.1 mile stretch. I am getting ready to start at where I got picked up after going over Mount Moosilauke at Kinsman's Notch. And I will be going 91.1 miles to US Route 2, all up through and over the Whites down into Gorham. So just giving you a big picture, I will be starting at northbound AT mile marker 1808.9, and I will be ending the Whites portion of New Hampshire at mile marker 1900. Again, makes it 91.1 miles, which makes it at the end of this stretch, I will be an even 300 miles to Katahdin. So how awesome is that? So what I'm going to do for this episode, I am just going to pull up my itinerary here in Far Out, the app that everybody and their brother uses for many trails across the country. And one of the features in the app that I really love is it allows you to create daily routes, any kind of route you want. And that's what I love using Far Out for, in addition for the mapping system and showing you where you are on trail and all the additional features. So today is day number 18, day off, and we will start tomorrow morning bright and early. Day number 19, I will start at Kinsman Notch Trailhead, and I will go 13.4 miles to Lonesome Lake Hut. And that will put me up and over the Kinsmans. Tomorrow is supposed to be, day number 19 is supposed to be a really nice and sunny day. So I'm going to take advantage of the weather and go from Kinsman Notch up and over the Kinsmans down to the Lonesome Lake Hut. And then day number 20 is going to be a very easy day, and I'm doing that on purpose. I will be going from the Lonesome Lake Hut down to the Flume parking area, and that will make day number 20 a 3.9 mile day. So the first day going up to a hut, and then the second day I will be coming down and going to the Flume parking area. And then that evening I will meet up with the van and staying at the Notch Hostel. So moving on to day number 21, which will be going up and over Franconia Ridge. So I will leave the Flume parking area on day number 21, and my final destination will be the Galehead Hut. Day number 22, I will be going from Galehead Hut, 14.7 miles down to Crawford Notch. We'll be meeting up with the van again at Crawford Notch. And then day number 23, I will be going 6.4 miles from Crawford Notch up to Mizpah Hut, Mizpah. Day number 24, I will be going from Mizpah Hut to the Lake of the Clouds hut, which is going to be a 4.7 mile day. And then day number 25, I will be going from Lake of the Clouds, 6.8 miles to the Madison hut. And that is the day that you are above tree line all day long. I think it's 7 or 8 miles. If the weather holds, which who knows, the weather changes in the Whites. And honestly, the day I go from Lake of the Clouds to Madison Hut, that is up and over Mount Washington. And y'all know Mount Washington makes its own weather. So that is day number 25. Day number 26, I will have to make the decision as I am coming down from Madison Hut to Pinkham Notch. There is a reroute there. There is a bridge near Pinkham Notch that is out, and they have a suggested reroute, or you can ford the river there. I will probably go down and look at it, and if I cannot ford it safely, I will be doing the reroute and kind of go from there. So day number 26, that is up in the air where I will end up. But more than likely, even if I do the reroute, I will end up at Pinkham Notch. And then Pinkham Notch and meet up with the van again. And then day number 27, Pinkham Notch to Carter Hut. And then day number 28, Carter Hut to IMP campsite, IMP campsite, which is 7.2 mile day. And then day number 29, I will be doing an 8.2 mile day from IMP campsite to US route number 2, which is Gorham, New Hampshire. So for the majority of the time, you guys can see that I'm going to utilize the huts and then come down to the van. And then toward the end of the Whites, I will be staying at the IMP campsite. So there are many ways you can do the huts. You can go through and utilize the AMC campsites. I believe I looked on the website. They are now $15. They have also various campsites where there are no fees. You may have to do longer days. Obviously, you can go hut to hut to hut. And when you stay in the hut, you get a meal in the evening and then you get a breakfast in the morning. And I want to have a great time through the Whites. I'm not trying to rush through here. I'm not trying to do big mile days. I just want to enjoy myself, utilize the weather window and opportunity that I have, and most importantly, make it through this next 91.1 mile stretch safe, healthy, and ready to go on into Maine once I get down into Gorham. So there you have it, folks. Day number 18, my day off, and then my entire itinerary to complete the rest of what is called the Whites through New Hampshire. And I wanted to end out the episode by letting you know that my number one focus is safety and just having fun and just having a great time through the Whites. I am going to record daily episodes, but I would imagine today, after today's episode, there is going to be a gap in the episodes. I don't want to feel like I have to hurry up and get somewhere and get an episode out. So it could be a few days until maybe I'll put a couple out when I get back down to the van. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. Could be a 10-day gap. Could just be a couple day gap. But eventually, I will put out the continued episodes in order, starting with day number 19. I just don't know when I will be able to put those together and release those episodes. But rest assured, I will probably take a 0 day in Gorham, and who knows, maybe I'll just put them all out during that rest day, and then you'll just have everything back to back to back to back. Not quite sure how that's going to go, but what I can guarantee is that there will be a gap in episodes now. But I think it's pretty cool that I've been able to put 18 days worth of episodes out back to back to back to give you guys and share with you all the adventure that I am working on this summer. So, want to go ahead and close out the episode. Again, thank you all very, very much for listening, for commenting, for reaching out to me. And if you listen to this and you're a person that prays, I would love for you to pray for my safety and all the things as I go through the White Mountains. I would truly appreciate that. And in the meanwhile, y'all, be safe out there and happy section hiking.